Love is like ghost, which everyone talks about and few have seen. This is Get Real with Shameeza. I'm your hostess, Shameeza Ali, and things are about to get spooky as we get real with George Baksh and GT Granny. Please welcome George Baksh and GT Granny. A special good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Island Zone Radio, and on NTN channel 69 in Georgetown, Guyana. Hoping everyone is enjoying their weekend so far, and we are here for the special Get Real with Shemeza. Tonight, we're going to explore the world of ghosts, which, in other words, we're going to explore Jumbie stories. So, joining me is two people that are uh, very much into stories. I have one guest who is doesn't know much about zombie stories, but he's here to listen and he's here to observe. And then we have GT Granny, who knows so much about these stories that she's here to tell a few stories, and also she's here to explore with you guys. So feel free to ask questions and to share your own experiences, but tonight is all about zombie stories. So let's get started. Welcome. How are you guys doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I don't know how GT Granny is doing. I think I have to fix her hair a little bit.
Oh,
You
yes.
can introduce yourself, GT Granny.
Good evening, everyone. Oh my God, Shameeza. Good evening. I am
Good
doing
evening to you.
well.
You look beautiful this evening.
Thank you,
I love that dress, the accessories.
girl. Granny get them thing this long now, girl.
I can tell. I can tell. They look very
Girl, them thing this come from England.
England.
Yes.
Oh, did you personally go there and bring those?
Girl, no, girl.
Oh no.
You know them people that carry their years now.
Oh,
It's me.
the British.
Yes.
Right.
I get this from my family.
At
Right.
least,
Heirloom.
Oh,
You know the thing?
you do?
yeah.
Yeah.
At least they give her some gift. They tricked us, but she at least got something to prove.
Oh,
She
yeah.
got some
She
gift.
got some.
Granny don't get rid of shit thing, girl.
Yeah.
Now, Granny, I can't help but notice you've come very prepared. I was, you being backstage getting ready was quite a spectacle to look at. You've got some things here. You want to tell us about it? You have some.
Well,
What is this?
you know, Shameeza, since Granny walked in
Mm-hmm.
this studio, I feel something.
For real?
Yes.
Did you?
Explain
So
it
Can
to
you-
that's
us.
why I walk with me broom
Oh.
before I leave here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take care of it for you.
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Well, thank you very much, Granny. So that's the purpose of that broom.
Yes.
And then tell
and
us
then
about
I have a lemon here.
lemon. What is the purpose?
Granny
Of...
gonna cut it.
Yeah.
I'm Granny gonna do a little thing, jantar, we call it.
Jantar
don't know what
Janter,
Janter.
bunter. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm thinking, Shameeza.
Now, George, how do you feel about all of this right now?
Well, Jumbie stories always been around, and talking to GT Granny in the backstage, I
Mhm.
think she have some good stories for us, and she came equipped. Actually, she got your little potion drink.
Mm-hmm.
She have her lemon. She
Yeah.
got your broom,
Right. She
and
actually put a little potion for
yeah,
you.
she wanted me to have this to get into the
Yes,
mood.
George, because I don't know you really too much.
I know.
So I want to be safe.
Me why? Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not a bad guy. I'm pretty
I
cool.
don't care, George. I don't know you from nowhere. You know we got protect
Yourself. Okay.
You know?
Uh, wow.
How do you like my spirit though? How you
How
you
you
know?
spirit take,
You
George?
know when I first saw him,
Yeah.
it took him a little nice.
Oh.
Oh.
Did
But
I
what-
smell good and stuff?
Man, Georgie, what you wearing, boy?
I have this I think it's Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Well, we got to change it.
Oh, okay, thank you. You
I'm
didn't smell
gonna
good?
put some lemon on you before
Oh.
you go home.
Oh,
Somebody
man.
like that. Do you something?
Oh, sorry. This is new to me. So maybe we're gonna have to do that later.
You need
But
to have a conversation with GT Granny after the show and really figure out what's wrong with you. She'll have to use these
This
necessary
child
things.
got something funny. I feel it, Shameeza.
Oh,
that woman, Mama Seto.
You
now,
got something.
now, GT Granny, if you look at the comments, we have a lot of our viewers
Oh,
looking right now. Do you
let's
sense
see.
anything from any one of them?
Shameeza, I don't know what your name is, so
Mm,
let's see.
I know it's a little
You
bit
want your
difficult.
glasses, Granny?
You know, hold. Let's see something going on there.
There you go.
Mhm.
You know, I'm watching something.
Mm.
I actually see some people are acting. No, I know.
You don't
Mm.
know?
I do know them. Yes,
Okay.
yes, Granny know
Do you
them.
have the feeling like you're gonna get to know them?
Or they got something going on, like something.
Well, that's why Granny they hay,
Mm-hmm.
they broom to fix them.
Mm-hmm.
Granny, you want to show them that trick that you just do? Will you show me?
Let me love it for a later.
Late.
Okay,
I
Oh.
okay.
can't give them everything.
All right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So,
go ahead.
George, we're here tonight to tell Jumbie stories, right? Which is something that we all grew up with, right? At some point in all our lives, we had our grandparents, parents, neighbors, somebody that brought up stories. I mean, in my life right now, my recent visit to Guyana,
Mhm.
these stories were told, right? And when we sit down to tell Jumbie's story, it's a special occasion. You gather around with family, young, old.
Excuse me, let Granny take a little drink.
Oh, sure, Granny, go ahead.
You need some help? Okay.
Why I've been doing this for years? Why you got help me?
Yeah, she made a potion for us. But go ahead, Sham.
So, like I was saying, it's really a special time to get together with your family, a neighbor too, and just tell these stories. George, you and we grew up with it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And moving to the US, I know it's something that when we get together, whether it's Thanksgiving, it could be a random night that we're all together. The night usually ends with us. We're all planning to leave, and then suddenly somebody said something, and then it leads to Jumbie
These stories.
stories. And so it's something that's within us, and we love to hear these stories, but it does spook us out. So, GT Granny, with that said, I know you have some stories that you would like to share with us tonight. So, if you don't mind, do you want to go ahead and tell us about your experiences?
Well, GT Granny been around, here, there, everywhere. Bush to tongue, tongue to bush. GT Granny ever went to Suriname? Well, I gonna tell you something, girl.
Mm,
Suriname
mhm.
is where GT Granny see the most she can see in her life.
Really?
Yes.
And this is a real story.
You know what? If Shameeza, do you know Dutch was in Guyana before? You know this, right?
Well, yeah, our history teaches us that, right?
And you know what the tree where nobody can touch? Because
Is that the one by Barbies?
right. Nobody can cut the tree down, girl.
Mm-hmm.
We never hear the story, so
Well,
I'm
let me-
surprised.
George,
Mhm.
let me tell you something. The minute somebody tries to cut the tree down, they die. On the spot, they die.
For real?
What?
Yes.
Does anyone that's listening right now, does any of our viewers, are they aware of this story in Guyana of trying to cut a tree in its Barbies, right?
Yes.
If you do know about this story, please comment, tell us your experience or what you know about it. Perfect. So please continue.
So, Granny, they went down Suriname for, you know what, if I could remember,
Mm-hmm.
I had to go for a wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they pregnant at the time. Granny, they pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hot over there, in Ghana and Suriname. It's the same thing. So Granny went in the hammock, and as I was rocking and, minding my own business, I feel hot.
Mm-hmm.
I hear something crying.
What?
Yes. And I don't want to know if what crying out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I scared because I'm pregnant and I
Mm.
can't go there looking for things and so who crying and who ain't crying and what's not. One time it sounded like a child, one time it sounded like a cat. Granny, girl, at the time I just relax. I close my eyes and I pray. I say a prayer.
Granny pray.
George, you know we have a prayer, boy.
Oh, you got the spell prayer.
We have to pray. Anyway, I say a little prayer, and as I say this prayer, I feel
Mm-hmm.
somebody tapping me for my shoulder.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I look up, and you see nobody. The thing that in the bottom
The thing?
What thing?
is a Baku.
What?
This is a real story.
Baku.
May get this the goosebumps right now.
Hold on.
You,
Anybody know about
George, you mean your
Baku?
skin a raise?
Yes, yes.
Anybody
George-
know about Baku? Anything coming from the comments? I got it.
Wh-
Got anything too far, you know.
Oh, you might, Granny.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I could go get some new thing.
Glasses, yeah.
We're gonna hook you up,
Anybody
Granny,
know
don't
any
worry.
story? Granny's talking about Baku. Anybody know about Baku? Yes, and then Granny, I'm gonna tell you what the comments is saying. Some of the comments. It says, "Oh yes, a tree that the people was cutting, blood was coming from that tree. They have to stop. Beg the tree. What?
It's a Dutchman tree.
What?" And then I see Avinash Chatterpal, who is one of our biggest viewer. He's always here every show. He's asking what exactly is a Baku.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you guys. A Baku is something that chooses you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to choose the Baku.
Oh.
What a Baku look like?
George, I can't even explain and tell you why. You will not understand.
Okay, thank you.
But I was told that a Baku, right? And this was recently, my recent trip to Guyana. It's something that's real. It has eyes that are fiery red. It's like a short little thing that looks like a combination of like a human and maybe like a monkey or an animal, like half and half. It's very
Right?
short.
All Granny know right now, if Granny can put your hand for one, Granny gonna catch it.
Why?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
How what you gonna do with
What?
it? You gonna walk it up with a broom, Granny?
Listen, no, they like banana and milk.
What?
Granny gonna catch it. I got a little basement, you know, put in there, live and so.
What a
But-
Baku gonna do for
But
you?
George, did you know? Like what I was told is if the Baku likes you, right? Is and you treat the Baku right, you feed them banana and milk, and you treat them really good. They actually can give you whatever you desire. It's kind of like a genie.
So I think GT Granny knows that. That's why she
Is
wants to
that
catch.
true, GT Granny?
Yes.
So that's why she wants to catch a Baku.
So if you were able to catch this Baku and keep him in your basement and so, like, what would you ask this Baku for?
Well, you know, as Granny and looking so too, you know. I mean, Granny want to look young again.
Oh,
I want to go back in me time, girl. I never enjoy myself all the way, girl. Right, but you got to get it all now, Granny. Want to enjoy
So basically, the Baku can take you back and bring you back young.
Baku could do anything. When you got money, George, Granny could fix his face.
Oh,
And he gonna give me the money. He gonna bring the money in the house.
oh.
Let me just put it out.
So the Baku can bring you money to get what you want in life, meaning fixing your face,
fix
up
plenty
stuff.
money.
Yes.
Fix up nails and
yes,
stuff.
Yes. Oh, then,
Jewelry and so you bring and so.
you know,
What?
they'll bring anything you want, even some body.
And this is a true story. This is what a Baku would do.
Yes.
Okay. So go
So
ahead.
it is said that there are many people who have Bakus. And even in Guyana, I mean, it's a thing I think that starts from Suriname. But in Guyana, they said that there are many people who have backus and they help them as long as you keep them happy, though. Lots of milk and bananas, keep them happy, and they will continue to do whatever you want, especially grow your wealth.
Yes.
Okay, so Granny
So,
wants to be
Granny.
rich.
So, Granny, continue this story. You were pregnant and you were in the hammock, and then.
Girl, Shameeza,
Mm-hmm,
when I tell you,
mm-hmm,
I feel this thing, right? And I say, oh, Father, Lord, God, help me. Anybody, somebody help me.
mm-hmm,
Because I feel this thing.
mm-hmm.
I don't worry for my child more than I worry for myself
Right.
at the time, right?
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm,
you know, I cuss. I start cussing.
mm,
And I feel like this thing go away, but I didn't know it was a Baku. I would have catch it.
mm,
She really want to catch her Baku.
mm.
Yes.
Which,
Okay.
which, with GT Granny, I see one of the comments is saying, if you run business, you must have a Baku. Is that true?
Well, some people do it in like Baku form, or they would do it like in snake form. And, they do different things.
Mm,
Granny can't talk too much of the business, I don't want,
The
I
Baku
don't
get
know.
mad.
Not only that, I feel like Shameeza got something in the studio bothering me right now, but
mm.
we're going to deal with it later. That's why I got this lemon here. Take
Okay.
a little drink. I'll take a little drink.
Okay,
I'll take
thank
a
you.
little drink.
Well, when Granny says, drink, you have to take this potion that she made for you.
Yeah, I'll take a little drink.
So here we go. Now,
Good.
Granny, you said that you're from everywhere. You've been everywhere.
Granny from everywhere. Bush to tongue to bush,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
So you want to tell us a story about the tree?
Well, George,
What?
the tree, nobody can cut down the tree, George.
That's all?
So,
Nobody. It got two split road going like this, and the tree they hay. And you're gonna go like that and like that.
The tree's still there now?
And it's up to today, the tree is there, George.
You
mm,
scare me. Me not go Barbies.
as a matter of fact, GT Granny, one of our viewers is saying that GT Granny, something is knocking on my door. Amarnath, can you figure out what's going on with Amarnath?
Oh my God. You got damn clothes right now? Oh my God. Are you wearing clothes? Whatever is knocking just wants something come. Maybe it will come in for something,
Peep through the peephole.
Amanat, are you wearing clothes, son? Take a little drink, Amanat.
So,
Or if you're going to work tomorrow, take a little something. But you know what, Shameeza, he can get in touch with you. I'm glad he's going to make you a little something.
Okay.
yeah. Granny got she
Amarnath, get in contact with us, and if there is anything there, Granny will do a little reading, and she will definitely help you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if that walk, you can gyre around with the broom.
You know what? Yes. Yeah.
And George.
Amanat, did you actually hear something by the door?
Yeah, I think he did. He's very scared right now.
Oh, God.
You think the Baku knock at your door?
No.
Not Baku. Not
Baku not
Baku.
choose man?
Amanat don't have no Baku in place there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
Hmm.
Amar. I can't help you out, buddy. You know?
What? But GT Granny, speaking of, you said that one of the places that you lived was Suriname. And I know Suriname is well known for those tales. There's so many stories of interactions with human being and the other world, whether you want to call it ghosts or you want to call it the unknown, whatever it
Listen,
is.
Guyana got them to Shameeza.
Really?
Shameeza, do you know a woman used to stop them taxi when they used to go in town?
Oh, never
A
heard of it.
big belly woman. She's pregnant.
Wow.
And she used to stop them men on the road.
You think she gonna look for the baby daddy?
No, I don't know what she's looking for, George, but I
Because-
tell you, boy, she make a lot of men run off the roads.
Maybe it wasn't the right baby daddy.
No, George, Okay, what happened?
But this is a true story. I'm just making a joke of it,
Exactly.
but it's a true story.
She used to flag them down.
Wow.
And exactly how you do it there, that's how you flag a cab or a taxi down in Guyana, right?
Right.
Back then you call it hire car, right? You go out and you do like
Yes,
this,
you
right?
go like this.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Your
So
audience, you think your audience can see my bracelets and stuff? Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
that's beautiful.
That came all the way from London.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Avinash Chatterpal is asking, where did they take her?
The girl just wanted to drop the tongue.
Oh, so
But when they stopped the car and they
Mhm.
looked back, she was not there.
So they
And
never really
that's
gave a
when
care.
the men them went crazy.
Oh.
Of course.
Well, of course.
Maybe his spirit didn't take them.
No, George, why I still depressed. I just cry for you sometime. Wanna me thing you get catch.
So how you know the story? You think one of them
I
tire
think
car
I
man
know. No.
come to your shop and ask you?
Well, wanna hear what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to this guy.
Okay.
And he did walking taxi back and forth, up and down me. Now he come home and he tell me the story.
Mm.
George, I was shocked because he come home so scared. And then he scared me too.
GT Granny, I think you told me this story earlier. You said he might even have an accident that happened to him.
Girl, Shameeza, yes.
Mm. He
Yes.
had to shower and stuff, right?
Yes,
He
yes,
peed
yes.
himself a little bit, right? Is
And
what you said?
since then, I
Mhm.
became this woman that do my little lemon, do my little things and so because
Protect
I
yourself.
have to look after him.
Right.
Because the spirit come with in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to fix she, then I
Mm.
have to fix he. But I left after I done fix it.
Mm.
And y'all know enough of y'all and Jumbie in y'all house.
Oh no! Oh, buddy.
Enough of them would have put this thing here.
That you can. Oh wow! Now there is someone that's asking us to talk about Old Hike.
You know what them used to. Well, them only used to come to your house when they get a newborn for
Oh,
suck them baby down.
why?
Because that's what they used to do. They used to go in the bush that reveal, take off forever and come back. That's what we know back in the day when we the younger.
So me
Oh.
hear the Oleg story. So based on what you said, Oleg not like old people like them like little baby.
Yes.
Me
yes.
hear them
And
take
then
off them skin
cut.
and put it on calabash.
Right. And you know what? You ever hear about the fireball?
Mm.
When they go up in the
Well,
flame?
yeah, I know parties. We always have fireball.
Girl, we ain't talking about them fireball, the girl. We talking
Oh.
about
Like fireball.
Oh, I'm thinking fireball. That you have a.
Take a little something. No, George, take a little something.
So wait a minute. So I lived in Parika when I was a kid,
Right.
and I heard the Oleg story before.
Mm.
So we had this older. No one said nobody get offensive. It's a black lady, and they say she used to take off her skin. So every time I walk to school, the house always in the bush,
Right.
and they got cover up.
Right.
So the man said, the people always tell you the story. Nighttime, she take off her skin and she fly off.
Right.
Me just look for the light, but me can't find the light, buddy.
Well, I know when I was younger, George, and I used to go by me grandmother's sister house, and we used to be right on the veranda, each other ball field, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we used to watch this thing go up in flame, and we used to say, wow, but it's all like scene going on.
You think even go suck on little baby and come back?
No, that was like lightning or something nice to watch up.
Oh,
Mm.
look the thing you don't report and says the UF.
Do you know that in the US that there are similar stories being told, and in the US they call those same things, they refer to them as witches, which there are
Right.
claims that these women will fly on brooms, right? That's why we have the brooms.
But
And
they're not like the broom
This
they're
is a
not,
special broom.
they have a little bit of a
They
more
don't fly with them
civilized
stick.
broom
Them
is what
stick
they
broom
use.
and that little thing
Yeah.
for the end of it. They ain't got like them thing. They say this is real
Real,
good.
real
Show
broom.
them the broom.
Show
Show
them
them
that
the broom.
broom. Show them. Oh, George, watch your
Yes.
eye there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, don't worry about it. I'll beat you down before you go home tonight because you got something
Something
from
for
you.
me. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you good,
Make
George.
sure you take.
George,
Okay,
you gonna get
mama.
jarry tonight by jarry.
Okay, all
A
right.
good jarry for you. And then when she done, she gonna take the lemon and squeeze them in your
Yes.
eye.
Oh, me
That's
could
how
go home.
you.
Me could go home clean, clean body. She want
Mm-hmm.
me think.
George, you got something for you. Somebody do you something, George. I feel it.
All right,
Mm.
Granny. Me hope you not try to put a spell on me, buddy.
No,
No.
George, no, George. I try
Hmm.
to help you, but don't
Okay,
worry,
Mm.
okay.
son. Son, I want to help you.
All
So
right.
we spoke about several things. We spoke about Baku tonight. We spoke about
What,
Old Hag.
what about the audience? They know they wanna ask anything or what?
Yeah. Now, someone is saying that point. The broom is the best Jumbie beater. So
Yes,
George,
yes, yes, yes.
you
Listen,
are
you see,
you're in the
Shameeza?
right. Yeah.
Shameeza, your studio, I feeling something. I don't know, but
Mm.
it's something wrong this place here. George, you
You
feel anything?
you say that for me? Me no know.
Listen, no, you come with your own thing, but you
Okay.
feeling anything in here?
Me no know. Me no know. Me next to you. Me I think I'm protected by you.
Mm.
Son, nothing can touch you. Granny, they here for work for them.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
here what happened. You see, sometimes, Shamisa, you don't know these things because how old were you when you came to the States?
I came here. I think I was about 24, 25.
Well, anyhow, I don't know who ever tell you anything on that. Maybe you might you remember because the little portion I made for you might get you. But you see this broom here, right? It's when you get the baby too and you put it by your front door.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever want come with you,
Yeah.
gonna stay right outside.
No, I do want to remind our viewers, as much as this may sound funny, a lot of what JT Granny is saying is actual beliefs of our people in our
Yes,
culture.
girl.
These are actual things that we believe in. But funny is that I happen to really like Jumbie stories, so I take it to the next level where I do watch movies here that are scary, and a lot of those movies they speak of things and situations where the same beliefs that we have in our culture, they actually have those same beliefs here in the US. So it just helps. As much as I know there are people who have their own beliefs and their doubts, and they can never come to bring themselves to believe these things. If you look at these things, you wonder, well, if our ancestor made these stories up, if you've never had an experience, if they made it up, how come here in the US, which is, hundreds of miles away, these people have the same beliefs? It's just that some of the things that they use for their stories are a little bit different. But how is it they have the same beliefs? The ghost here, or the stories that we hear about phenomenons and all these things, how does it happen the same way that our ancestors used to share those stories with us? Is it really all made up, or is there some truth to these stories? That's what I'm asking you to really figure out tonight. Are these are really stories that was made up to scare us, or to keep us in the house in the late hours, right? Because a lot of people believe that these stories were told to not go out. Do you guys remember the stories of moon gazers, where we were
I
told,
heard
our
it.
grandparents will say, don't go out late at night, the moon gazer comes in the streets and they lock you off. I mean, there's so many stories being told, but I feel every one of them there is an explanation. And there is another story here in the US where we can identify the stories and put them together, and they sound very similar. Would you agree with me, GT Granny?
Yes, yes, yes. I agree with you. You know why? Granny, I'll tell you something. This thing's been around for years, and oh God, even before Granny was born, these things are wrong, Shamisa.
Mhm.
The wicked is either the zombie or the people like me and you, girl, flesh,
Mm.
walking around, we doing wicked things. That's why I get this boom. Hey,
Yeah, that's where you got the broom. Now, George,
yes,
I do see a comment that I want to read, and it's the viewer is saying that Jumbie really exists, and if you mimic them, they will come after you. Be careful. Thank you for your comment, and
Oh, thank you. Who made that comment?
that comment was made by one of our viewers, Aziz Ray Ramroop.
Oh, well,
Well,
oh,
well,
Aziz, and I want to tell Aziz something. Aziz, as you can see, Granny is a zombie son, and
so
Granny well prepared. Granny loved them. This his friend. You know, Granny was actually born what called? Do you know what is called,
um, I heard about it.
Shameeza?
Well,
That's when people are born with something on their face.
right,
That you could see
And they
stuff.
see things. And they
right.
communicate with them and they talk to them and they figure out what's going on. So I say, don't worry about Granny. Don't worry, Granny got it good.
So I do think it exists because I did when I was in Guyana. I saw they took, I guess, a demon out of a girl by they beat her, they give her salt. They I don't know what he was reading, but suddenly the girl didn't feel no pain, and they took this thing and they locked it in a bottle, and that was real.
Right.
Like that's and when I came
That's
to the
why
U.S.,
I got you. That's why we get this little thing here,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So I've been
The
to a lot of
salt.
places and I seen things because it does exist. We're not making fun of it. We're just
No,
telling you a
no,
story,
no.
and it does exist. Things exist. It does exist.
Right. I mean, even like the simple thing that you're saying about being born with a call, that's something that I've seen here in the US that kids are born with it. And then when they walk into a room, they can actually see things that the average human being cannot see with their natural eyes. And these people have the ability to see it, to feel it, and we can't see it. So it's just such it's one of those things that we cannot explain, but it happens. Someone is asking if you've ever seen a zombie without head, or did you hear about a zombie without head? GT Granny?
Shamisa, Jumbie can come in any form.
Absolutely right.
They can come without head, without hand, without foot, without body. They can beat you. They can do anything they want to you. You wouldn't even see them.
Right.
Did you ever get one of the dreams that you're half asleep, half awake, and something is pulling you?
Right,
I get that
right.
before, and I
Mhm.
was confused what it is. And
George, I don't mind to cut you. Are you married?
I'm engaged.
Oh, okay. When you had this dream, was your fiance next to you?
Um, no, I wasn't engaged at
You
that
was
time.
alone when this thing happened?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I just checking, you know.
Oh, I know.
You
Okay.
know, you know the
So
things
it
I
was
do.
a dream. I don't know if anyone ever had this
You
dream.
know, I always
You're,
put them on jump. You know, I'm like, come on, Lord.
I'm so sorry. Listen. So it's a real dream that you're half asleep and you're half awake, and this I will call it some kind of creature
Right.
is pulling you, and you can't fight back because you're like in this. You caught up in this half sleep, and you try to fight, but you can't win. And I did had someone read. They did some stuff, and all that stuff went away. But that was a long time ago.
Well, they do a good job because I feel something when you
Oh,
walk through that door, George. I feel something come with you, boy. I feel
okay,
it.
okay, okay.
Well, I look after you before you go.
So,
I don't,
so, um, GT Granny, what do we need exactly to help cure George from whatever is with him right
don't
now?
worry, Shameen. I
Just
will
the
beat you
broom?
good before you go.
Just the
We
broom,
hope this
because
portion work.
The little thing I give you to drink.
GT Granny is she is a
No, no, no.
simple granny that does these things, because normally in Guyana, when these things happen, when they feel that there is something going on with you, you're required to bring one fowl, brown fowl, I think hard fowl,
Right.
preferable, one or two, depending on the
All depend what way is it they give it.
right. So tell us about this, GT Granny.
Well, the foul thing and all them things, when you have power like GT Granny have,
You have power.
yes. You don't need all them things and kill them little animals and so on, run around, budget and eat it and sweet.
So GT.
So they kill after they take out the jumbie, they kill the fowl and eat it.
No, but Granny don't do things like that.
Okay.
Mm.
I already give you a
So
little thing for
normally,
drinking, and I'm gonna beat you, George, before
What?
you go.
So, all right. I don't know what to say. I'm
GT
so
Grant,
shocked.
what I heard and what I've heard in Guyana is usually you need one foul cock or one foul, right?
Not tell Granny no folk.
And then you need like
Yeah,
one bottle rum or something, and you need like some other ingredients to put together to really do the right work.
Shameeza, let take a little drink because he's talking about something else. Here, hold on.
You hear folk and you get what?
You see,
Okay.
all the people who are doing this folk business and all that thing. Yeah, leave them animals alone, people. Left
Peter
them
coming
there.
for you. Peter coming for you.
Left them animals where they run around and live their little life.
George, one of our viewers is saying that you look very scared of Granny.
No, I'm actually not because I'm Christian. I'm covered with blood of Jesus. I don't know what to say. But Granny see something. I don't know what she's gonna do to me. But
You see this child confused.
sorry,
But
You have
you're
the-
gonna help me.
I'm gonna help you, Joe.
Okay.
and what if one of our viewers doesn't feel too well and they think there's something that's affecting them out there? Do you have what it takes to help these people?
Yes. Granny can help you, child.
Mm.
Granny
So,
can help.
if you guys have anything that do you think you have something going on in your
Follow
life and
Granny.
follow
Tell
Granny,
Granny
like,
what's it.
subscribe, right?
And Granny can see the best way she can help you.
One of our viewers, Avinash Chatterpal, is asking, is Granny married? I think Avinash, that's been a few times. Let me check with her.
Yes. Granny married 7 times, child. I don't get confused with Granny. Granny know it all.
Push out the tongue, Granny.
Seven.
Push out the tongue, show.
Uh-huh.
Show the trick that you have, Granny.
Let me leave it for me.
Okay. all right.
Yeah.
Granny got this great
Question.
trick she wants to show you guys.
So right now, right, since we're going, guys, and there's so much going on, Granny spoke about a lot of things. What questions do you guys have for Granny tonight? What are your personal stories or stories that you've heard from your ancestors that was shared that you would like to share with us tonight? We do have prizes to give away, and we would love to give away some prizes if you guys share with us some of your personal experiences or stories that was shared with you. And in the meantime, Granny Oma David says that she's looking for a husband. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh,
Or do you have a portion that you can give her to help her?
Oma,
That's what I'm talking about.
Oma, Granny, first Granny can bathe you, child. We gonna bathe you.
Mm.
Bathe you, nice you up, and so make sure we get rid of every bad thing we got on you.
We obeyed you with Granny soap or
You
neem
know,
bush.
Shameeza, we gonna contact everything for this show because it's a private Granny, it's a little thing and so. I can't even remember what it's put in there.
So you could get your potion to find a husband?
Right.
Okay.
Oma, contact Granny.
Mm.
Granny gonna bathe you, and
Send you off.
you're gonna go.
Where you
Mm.
gotta go find this up on a club or wherever?
No, it gonna come to see.
Okay, nice.
Mama, I don't know about you, but this sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're about to find your soul, your soulmate. Yeah. So if I was
Unless
you,
she'll find me right away, she won't ask you searching or so. We gotta figure out what's wrong with you too, because maybe something wrong with you or more. We'll fix you, child. Don't worry.
We're gonna give you some advice, or we're gonna fix your granny got a
Yes.
potion.
Mm.
Don't worry.
George,
What?
is there anybody that you know that might need to take a bath? Granny might need to give them a bath.
Not offhand. I don't, but
George, you don't know wicked people in this place where I can bathe and hose. Don't take my hose.
There's a lot of wicked
pressure washer.
Granny, if me tell you about wicked people, they're all over, buddy. So you are
Some,
getting enough water.
no,
You're
some,
gonna get a big
no,
drum.
son, no. You
What?
see, some of them we got pressure washer them.
Oh, okay. You got a good
Using it,
solution there.
yes,
Pressure washer.
we pressure wash them. So
You do.
their
Oh,
hose will get
Granny,
real tight.
I think you should take this question. We have someone asking, Granny, I have a question. When you point your fingers to a grave, what you have to do after?
But as we were growing up, and when we point to the grave, they just tell me bite your finger.
That's what I thought.
Bite your finger.
Yes, they say bite your finger quick.
Not hard and so, just one light bite.
Girl, one time I point to it, and girl, I nearly eat out me whole finger. Because I was scared to me. So, oh God, Father Lord, I didn't go out that day, girl. I didn't go out on a date. And
Oh,
then, girl,
You want to go with nine finger?
so Granny, tell us about a story that where you felt really scared when this
Your
experience,
encounter.
your encounter with a real zombie. I mean, you told us the one where you were pregnant, but tell us about an experience that you had where you were so scared that you were like, no matter what you had going on, you just felt scared to your bones.
And you experience it.
Hmm.
well, Shameeza, I don't know, but this is the realest thing I can tell you, right?
We like real over here.
Shameeza, when you have a dream, sometimes when you have a dream and you wake up
Mm.
and it was a bad one, and you just feel like this thing real and you just can't go about your day because you feel like this thing disturbs you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had one of them,
Maybe.
right?
But it never, I don't know if it was a scary one, but I've had dreams of
Well, you
regular
can have
things.
any kind. Sometimes you can have a regular dream and it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say. But Granny never really encountered anything. But as I was growing up, remember I told you I was born with something on my face.
Call,
So by
call.
the time Granny was the age of 10, I will recognize what it means.
Mm.
So by the time then, I used to communicate with spirits.
So if anyone want to understand what Granny is saying, Granny just talk to the zombie.
Right,
And being born with this thing,
right,
She sees them and she talks to
right,
them.
so
right.
they don't harm you or nothing.
No. I
So,
just asked them what is the problem.
so Granny, I want to tell you about.
Every spirit wants something. It's either you're in the way, you're in the space, you're in something, so they want you out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I tell you one of my experience?
Yes, sir.
So one night, me lay, me watch TV, me just doze off, and me feel something come lay down next to me. What is that?
Was that your girlfriend?
No, wasn't girlfriend or nothing. Did you ever feel that? That you lay down? This is real life. This is not made up story. So you go in your bed, you lay down, and you feel like the sheet move and something lay next to you, but then there's
Nah,
nothing there.
me never experienced something like
I
that.
experienced that.
Me
What
never
is that,
experienced
Granny?
that, but if you guys have experienced it, please let us know.
Shameeza, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Since this child come in the studio, he come with something. You have a woman walking with you all over you go.
How much woman? Me can only got one woman.
You don't see this one. This one is going with you everywhere. But I don't know. Like she's trying to channel me right now for tell me if she good or bad or what.
Oh.
She probably spirit just take his spirit.
She must like me. She want to lay down a bed and so. What you want me to do?
So the next time she come lay next to you, just shut your eye and talk a little prayer.
Yes.
And you're going to be fine, son.
I do. I
GT
do.
Granny,
Yes.
we have a viewer asking us to tell us a water mama story.
What's a water mama?
I have no idea. GT Granny is about to tell us.
You know what's a water grandma?
Water mama? If who walks in the question right here, the left
It just says
Go back
Facebook
to them.
user. It's Ash, one of our very good friends of this show.
Oh, water mama. What's she know about the water mama?
Oh, Ash, what do you know, girl?
Maybe she could tell Abby.
Yes, I want Ash tell me first, and then I'm gonna tell Ash where this water mama come from.
So Again, GT Granny, you have had many experiences. You see these things.
Yes, for
What
a
is the
fact.
weirdest place that you've been to and you've seen something that's not natural? Like on
Well,
Jumbie, on real Jumbie.
Shameeza, you see, they can appear and disappear at any time.
Oh,
Right.
right.
Sometimes we even see we own, own people them as zombie, we see we own kind like zombie sometimes. Sometimes we want to touch them and to make sure they're real.
Uh, let's move on to the comments. I see Ash says that it's actually mermaid. What a mama mermaid.
Right.
What do you know about mermaids? Are
I,
mermaids real?
I personally never see one. I don't know. But Granny thing, for these people to make up this thing, it's probably real.
Yes, because even here in the US,
Right.
there are several movies and stories of it. You see photos of these things, and you can't help but wonder, right?
Right.
Why this? So there has to be some sort of truth
Yeah,
to
I
it,
heard some
Something. You're right.
right?
the
I mean,
fisherman.
I lived on the island of Wakenham. When you talk about Jumbie stories, that island had no electricity for many years. I mean, when civilization was everywhere else, there was electricity everywhere else. Wakenham is an island that did not have electricity. And so there are many stories there. I do have a personal stories. So on the island, when you wanted to travel by boat, you have to take the ferry in the morning. I mean, there are speedboats and stuff like that, but some people choose to use the ferry. Now, the ferry comes to the island from
You
Essequibo
need something?
at about
Just
4
sitting
a.m.
in the
3 to
garden.
4 a.m. is when the ferry comes. And so you had to walk or, get some people use a cart to get to the selling, but there isn't any transportation in the morning. And I'm telling you, probably about 30 years ago story. So we were walking to the selling one morning, and the place is dark. You can't see anything. But if you watch ahead of you for a while, you start to figure out certain things. And I saw a cloak, a dark cloak with some sort of white on a bridge. And then this thing just disappeared. Now, I thought I was the only one who saw it. And then I turned to my friends and I said, have you guys, which was older girls, right? And they said, did you guys see that? And they said, yes, we saw it. So we all saw this black figure that just like disappeared. It happened. It was a moment where you're like, you feel all the little things. You just, have this weird feeling. But there's so many stories on that island that people can tell you about that are experiences that they've had, and it's just amazing to hear and to just experience certain things on that island. So if you are from Wakenham, share some of your stories with us, and for everyone else, I mean, we would love to know your stories about something of the unknown and how it made you feel. Because from my experience from that, it wasn't like a good feeling. It was you were scared. I was truly scared. We have one of our viewers asking, is it true that buck people just turn to tiger? Can I'm a buck? GT Granny, I think that was meant for you. I mean, this is probably not a zombie story, but it is a tale from our country.
Well, in Jitika anytime, I can tell you guys, but people have very strong spirits.
Oh.
And I encountered a bug girl. She was my friend back in the day, and I see this girl pull up a whole fence.
Mm,
She was very upset at the neighbor, and she pulled up a whole fence. Now, this was a short woman, right?
mm-hmm.
And for she to get that strength to pull up a whole fence, she had to be the as a tiger, lion, everybody. She had pursue girl.
Mm.
She had everything pursue because though they remember they are strong individuals, right?
Right, but for a young girl to pull a fence, she had to have had something that's not normal to be able to get that strength to pull that fence, GT Granny. So do you think maybe she was about to turn into maybe someone?
No, no, don't know what happened to her. She got so angry.
Mm,
She got very angry. And she pulled down the horses.
mm. Uh, Zahir Khan is saying that GT Granny, you look a little bit thirsty. Is that
Oh,
true?
you know what this guy said? Who is he, man? I can't know. He just, I don't know.
Mm. Okay, let's take a moment for Granny to drink up her drink. She's a little thirsty right now. She's examining her bracelets. We'll give her some time.
Girl, them thing this, you know how long I get them thing. I was so happy I get it for wear this piece and this piece tonight, Granny. I wear them in a long, long time, girl. Is you admiring them?
Mm-hmm. Now, Granny, if there's anyone out there that would like to, hire you so you can tell stories to them, you can sit with the family, you can tell stories. Other than telling Jumbie stories, though, is there anything else that JD Granny is good at?
But Titi Granny is a jack of all trades. Titi Granny's perform.
Mm-hmm.
Titi Granny does dance. Hold on.
Hold on.
You
Oh,
all
help
right?
help her
No, no,
there.
no, I don't want George to touch me. Titi Granny's very independent. Because
Sorry.
I still got the daughter he got with me. I don't
Oh,
want to come for me right
because
now.
people lay down me bed and stuff. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
Titi Granny
Right.
does do shows and
She can.
everything.
So you can dance.
Titi Granny dance. Titi
Yeah.
Granny loves to dance.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
You
girl.
don't want
We'll
you don't
get you for next show, though, Shameeza, because you know what?
So, GT Granny, you know what? I would like to extend an invitation to you for you to join us. The holidays are coming up, and I feel like you're a great addition to our current cast, and we would love. How do you guys feel about having GT Granny back on the show? For the holidays, we can have her back and she can teach us a little bit about cooking and maybe how to keep a good man down or a good woman down.
Excuse me, child.
Yeah.
Child, hold it. You can't keep a good man and a good child down, or a good woman or a good man down.
What you gotta do?
Listen, George.
Oh,
This
I'm sorry.
thing, live and be honest. That's all y'all gotta do.
Mm.
You can't keep people on. The minute you tell people they can't do this, and I guess what they're gonna do it.
Oh,
They're gonna do it.
Judge, you see, you learned something new
New
tonight.
today? Tonight?
Don't
But
worry
nothing
for
you
all
get
of
out so easy. She could deal with you later
it.
on. So if you guys would like to have GT Granny back on the show, please comment and we will definitely arrange. I mean, her fee is not a very easy fee to get her on the show. She's very busy, so getting her was quite, a task. But we would love to have her back. If you guys would like to see GT Granny back on the show for the holidays, GT Granny, it was truly a pleasure to have you here. Now, tell us a little bit more. They want a complete detailed zombie story right now. Can you tell us a detailed zombie story? Any zombie story? I know Avinash. Avinash was asking questions about you. He was asking what kind of music GT Granny listens to.
I think he likes you.
Listen, child. GT Granny like anything with got a rhythm.
Ooh.
Because GT Granny
Mm-hmm.
was blessed with, God don't watch it too hard.
All right.
Or this way,
We
George.
got torn me.
This way, George. Yes.
Yes. GT Granny was blessed. So GT, anything we're playing, GT Granny dancing to it. GT Granny don't got style with music.
Mm.
So maybe this buy a look phone. Yeah. What can buy GT
Oh
Granny?
no no
Look
no no
for-
no! Avinash Chatterpaul. He's married. He's
Okay,
actually
okay.
married. So
So we ain't gotta worry about that.
yeah, but
Sorry
no,
about
I think he's just curious.
Oh, like
He's
what
curious. He's
what-
interested.
So let me ask GT Granny the question then.
Mhm.
Are you looking for somebody for yourself?
George,
Okay, that's
the 7th time GT Granny been married. And I'm gonna tell you.
7 times. Gal,
7.
how? Okay,
And GT Granny gonna tell you guys something. No matter how you're happy and you're good, and nobody is perfect, right? GT
Mm-hmm.
Granny telling you guys this. Nobody's perfect. So when your other half or your soulmate or your half mate or your next mate or somebody mate there with you or something going on, right? Just think about what you're doing and do it. Be simple and know what you're doing in life.
So you mean if somebody got somebody, shouldn't try to look for somebody else?
I mean, if you get somebody and you happy, George, why are you looking
No, I'm
around?
just asking a question because maybe people wants to know.
Well, if
You
they're
gotta tell
happy,
them.
listen, if you guys are happy in your home, you don't need to look.
That's a good question.
But
Yes.
if you're not happy, you're gonna look everywhere.
Well, GT Granny sounds like you've looked about
Seven times.
seven
That's
times.
right, Gigi.
Looks like there was a.
Do you have a do you do you have a bestie?
No, Gigi Granny don't believe it, don't bestie. You know why? It's the same bestie. Cause take away your man.
Are you listening to shit? She got the word of wisdom.
Don't got no bestie. Y'all stop calling the woman the bestie out there. You don't like it.
GT Granny, it looks like we're gonna have to bring you back on an episode where we discuss relationship and where you can advise men and women about the relationships they're in.
Yes.
So, guys, if you'd like to have GT Granny on one of our next episodes where we discuss relationships, like
I
I
don't
was.
mean to cut you, but guys, we women, if we still have we mother or we grandmother around, and you got a story you want to tell your mother
Or your granny.
tell your granny, it ain't gonna go no way. But the minute you tell them bestie, guess what? It's out there.
Wow, words of wisdom
Yes.
out there.
It's out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, George, what do
Me?
you have to say?
I have to ask the question.
Mm.
So, do you think our tradition? They said we should have 7 wives. You had 7 husbands. Is it okay for us to have 7 wives?
Listen, George. Boy, listen to me.
I'm just asking the
How
question.
old are you, George? If you don't mind me asking this from national,
You could
just Shameeza, sure I will ask you, George. How old are you?
I mean, you could choose an age for me. It's fine.
I don't
How old does he look, GT Granny? I'm sure you've had.
Yeah,
Take off your
take off your glass.
Wow.
Me want you to guess my age.
You know what, George? Let me don't do that right.
No, do it. I don't get offended. You
But
could
listen,
do it.
if you got money in your pocket, you can get as many women you want. Nobody cares.
For real?
Once you can take care of each one
Shit,
of
we
them.
got some money right here.
So good. George, you they're good.
GT Granny, is it true that if you have 7 wives or 7 husbands in your case, is it true that you have to treat all of them equally and you need to provide houses for each one of them?
Well, Shameeza, I think we're going into religion right now, child. I don't like them subjects because I just get
That's a different show.
upset.
You're upset. Okay.
Yes. Here what happened. Religion have different things, right? And everybody have their own beliefs. And I respect everybody's beliefs. I want 10 women, 90 women, who much I don't care. God, he don't care. Once you can take care of each and every one of them, or you want to call wife,
Right.
you can do what you want.
Right.
And when you get the heart attack, when you take the little tablet, you're there on your own too. That's all I talk about, right?
Oh, mama. We gotta take a drink for that.
Because listen, we know how it ain't gonna happen with so much wives and so, everybody got a little needs and so,
Wow, GT Granny, is it true that all of the husbands or the wives have to agree to it for it to be real?
Yes. And you know what, Shameeza? It's okay because in this time now, remember the devil working every day. The
Right.
devil don't sleep, child.
You're right. You're
Right.
absolutely
The
right.
devil don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere we go and we turn, they all over the place. I'm gonna broom them out in here, though. I'm gonna broom them in here.
All right. GT Granny is feel like the heat is starting. We're starting to feel some heat in here, George.
You'll sweat. We're
Yeah,
sweating.
GT Granny
She
is
got
getting.
yeah.
I think George, whatever you have going on with you, is starting to act up because it's
The
probably sitting
broom.
to
Yeah.
GT
Yeah.
Granny
Right,
so for so
right,
long.
right.
So with that said, GT Granny, what is your final words to our viewers tonight?
Oh, Shameeza, I want to tell everybody tonight, thank you guys for taking your time. I know it's Sunday night. You guys come out to see Granny. And, thank you guys for tuning in and asking all these questions. And,
So since the time is upgraded, you don't want to do portion. The next time they see you, you're going to give them advice about how getting a husband or getting a wife, right?
Right.
right.
So next time they want to tune in, that's instead of portion and stuff, you're just going to give them some advice.
Yes, yes. You see,
That's a good idea.
But sometimes you see some of them, the advice don't work, George.
But at last, if you do your job, at least you give it to them. If they don't take it, like the old people say, you can walk the horse to the
Right.
well. And if they don't drink that, then problem.
George, sometimes it don't work that way.
Okay.
Because sometimes women and men don't be happy for some one reason I don't know.
So maybe we could help them next time.
Yes.
Next time we
All
have
right,
another
so
show. we can
it-
do.
That's what I work for you though, because you come with a nasty thing in it.
Oh, all right.
It looks like Granny has agreed to come on another segment of Get Real with Shameeza, where we will have relationship discussion, and Granny will advise some of us or most of us on ways to keep a man or a woman. I can't say keep them down because she didn't like those words earlier when I said it, but she will advise how to keep those relationships going. She will have some special words of advice. And if you truly need help in terms of some jari or something, GT Granny is going to help you with that special bath, or whether you need to, upgrade certain things in your life. She has the answer for you. George, it was truly a pleasure to have you here this
Yes.
evening. And I hope GT Granny can take care of you
I,
tonight.
I learned this when I was in Suriname and the Grammy did work there. Na itakru yere, mo pura takru.
What?
What did you
Just
just say?
Takru sayu abi mo puring.
Oh,
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
I have
oh,
no idea.
what was that? What was that you
Well,
just
it
said?
was just a nice gesture for all them, people.
Surinamers?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Was that like a little prayers for anyone who's
No,
looking?
no prayer, no prayer.
Oh, that was just something that Granny sent you guys.
Yes,
So
yes.
enjoy. Happy Halloween to everyone. It was truly a pleasure being with you guys this evening. Until next time, this is Get Real with Shameeza. Have a pleasant evening, everyone.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.